Hi and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Katie Fassett and I am a mom of four boys with another surprise baby on the way, as in we don't know if it's a girl or a boy, and that's kind of the fun, spontaneous thing that I'm doing in my life right now. It's not finding out the gender of this baby. It's a thing that I've never done. But welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I am from Minnesota. I'm married to my husband, Scott, of almost 10 years. And on this page, you're going to find a lot of Katie. You're going to find wavy hair tips, curly hair tips. You're going to find motherhood encouragement. I love doing interviews every single month with a mom in my life who I know well or who I'm just getting to know and they inspire me. And today is one of those interviews. I host a monthly membership called Beauty After Baby, BAB for short. Don't get it confused with bad. I don't know where someone was like, bad mamas or something. That beauty after baby. My whole group is about finding the beautiful after baby, not just on the outside, but on the inside, in your home, in all aspects, because motherhood just changes you. And sometimes it can feel very lonely and discouraging. And so I'm just trying to help you find that beauty, whatever it is, after your baby, to just get back to you and feeling like yourself again. And not only you're like yourself, but just a new and improved version of you. So in this interview today, we get to speak with DeBerry. She is awesome. She joined my Beauty After Baby community right when I started it last October. And from that moment, I just knew that she was a different kind of mom. You know what I mean? She had like a six pack. She was talking about these marathons she was running. It just seemed like she was so consistent with her workouts. And when she would post it, and in this group that we have, Beauty After Baby, a huge focus is on routines, nutrition, and your workouts. That is a big focus that we have in that group because it's a struggle for all of us moms to try to find time to work out, fit it into our schedules. And Dawn is a nurse. She's married to someone who's in training to become a doctor. And so he's in residency school. She has two kids and she's training for a marathon. She's very busy. She lives, hectic life like we all do, but she finds a time to really commit to her workouts, to training for a marathon. And she's just super inspiring. So I asked her to be one of my interviewees and she did such an amazing job. We had a blast listening to her tell her story. She also is from Minnesota, so that is always something that I related to her with. She lives in Tennessee right now. But anyways, without further ado, I hope that you enjoyed this interview with Dawn. I know sometimes the quality going from this to a Zoom call isn't as fun, but I hope that you can just use this as something to listen to while you're doing dishes or folding laundry or something like that. Just hearing from other moms and being inspired by moms who are finding time to work out, to pour into their own cup and to take care of themselves, even in the thick chaos of motherhood. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, welcome to our fourth Beauty After Baby interview. And this one is with our very own Dawn Johnson. She is just awesome. I think anyone who's been a part of BAB for a while knows that Dawn gets her workouts in. She is a busy nurse and mom. She's showing her six pack. Like every day, I'm just like, oh, I'm like, Dawn, she got it done before I did. Like, oh, she's training for a marathon now. Like, it's so inspiring to see a mom just go out and do it. And even on the hard days when, Sam wakes up early or things are happening with the kids, she takes her workouts and her health and makes it a priority. And her husband is studying to be a doctor, correct? So he's like, yeah, so there's just a lot going on in her life and she makes it happen, which is why I wanted to ask Dong to be on the call because we can all learn from her and be inspired by her and also see that she's normal just like us and has a lot of things going on as well. So, without further ado, Don, I would love for you to introduce yourself to everyone and just tell us, oop, I'm going to add somebody in. Tell us just a little bit more about your job, family, and your current fitness goals.
Yeah, thank you so much for asking me, Katie. I'm, I have the hot sweats right now because I'm nervous. But I think everyone knows I'm Dawn. I'm originally from a small rural town in Minnesota called Hector, so I'm pretty close to where Katie lives now. I went to college in Grand Forks, North Dakota for nursing, and then I moved to Memphis in 2014. I had done a internship at St. Jude during nursing school, and I love Memphis, so I just decided to move here, and it was a plus with being out of the cold Minnesota weather. I learned I am not a small town girl. So I worked and have worked in the PICU for 8 years now, going on 9. And then when we moved away from Memphis for Zach to go to medical school, I worked in the pediatric ER for a year there. And then we matched back in Memphis for Zach to do anesthesia residency. So I'm back working in the PICU now. I just work Friday nights because Zach's schedule, being a resident, is crazy. He can work anywhere between 60 to 80 hours a week. Um, and really, that is the only time that I can work. Having two parents that work 12 plus hours in the medical field is very hard. Um, Zach and I, we've been married for, I think, 5 years now. And then we have two kids. Eleanor, she'll be 3 in August, and then Sam is 13 months. And then current fitness goals. I just want to be a strong, healthy mom for my kids, and then just training for the St. Jude half marathon in December.
That is so, so cool. I was trying to explain to Scott because I was like, yeah, I'm like, Dawn's gonna be on the interview, and she's like that mom that I always talk about in Bab who always gets her workout in. I'm like, she's just awesome and so inspiring. And I was like, she's a PICU nurse, and Scott was like, a NICU nurse. I'm like, no, it's PICU. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, am I like, am I all off? So I would love like, is NICU nurse a thing or is it just PICU?
Yeah,
What?
there's a difference. So
Okay.
NICU is like newborn babies. And then typically like once you leave the NICU, once you graduate, like, and most NICUs are clean. So you can't, if you have to go back into the hospital as a baby, you won't go to the NICU. You'll come to me in the PICU. So we take anywhere up from newborns, couple hours old, I've taken care of, all the way up to, I think the oldest patient I've taken care of is 21. So like a lot of our kids that have like chronic health conditions, they'll stay with all of their children doctors for quite a while.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes so what is PICU? What is the P?
Pediatric intensive
Pediatric
care
intensive.
unit. Yep.
Got it. Because I was like preemie intensive. And I was like, I
I,
don't
I,
know.
I like to say I'm the big little kids.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, very, very cool. And I know it's intense and even working one night a week as a mom can sometimes feel like, oh my goodness, this night came up so fast and like
Yeah.
so that's amazing. I would love to know what does a typical day look like for you right now as a mom of two and training and your husband's busy and all that stuff. What does that look like for you right now?
Yeah. So the alarm is set for 4:45. The snooze button does get hit a couple times, but I'm usually up by 5 o'clock. And then the days that I pick up a day shift, so I picked up a day shift tomorrow. The alarm goes off at 4, so I can get my workout and walk in.
Oh, did we? Okay, I
Yep,
love that you work out and then you also
out,
walk.
and then I usually walk 2 miles or run, depending on what day it is, before I go to work. And I would love to say that I'm super mom, but I'm not. The kids are enrolled in a Spanish language immersion school, and so like the days that I work or have work meetings, they do go to school, and I like that I can pick what days that I send them, or I can just keep one of them home so they can have some one-on-one time.
I love that. Hey, I think it's just nice to hear what other moms do because I think it just makes us all feel a little bit more normal because I think we just often think like everyone's doing everything and nobody has any help and no one has any other things that their kids are and it's like no, we all need help maybe in different ways, but we're not
Yeah,
super moms.
and
Um
it's so hard because uh, all my family still lives in Minnesota, and then Zach's family lives 2 hours away. So we don't have any help from them either.
that makes it really hard. I relate to that. That would be hard being states away from your family though. Okay, so what first got you into fitness and how has that changed since becoming a mom?
Yeah. So I started my fitness journey back in 2017. I was a I had initially joined Kate. I saw her on Instagram and I was like, I need someone to hold me accountable. I had just put my health on the back burner with being a nurse. I had completely immersed myself into my nursing career. So I was working 4+ shifts a week and not eating the most nutritious of meals and working night shift. And that just takes a toll on your body. And I was just struggling with my mental health and my body image a lot. And I knew that I had to make a change. And so I started focusing on me more. I kind of went all in. I completely cut out all alcohol. I threw out all the junk food in my apartment. And then I stopped drinking soda as well. I still haven't had a soda since 2017, which is wild. Um, and I just haven't looked back. Like it's made me a better person, and now it's made me a better wife and better mom and better nurse when I can put myself first and take care of myself. Because I everyone knows you can't pour from an empty cup. And now just being a mom, being able to keep up with my kids and run with them and play with them at the park, and them being able to see that mom is taking care of herself too. I really love.
How has any of it kind of changed, like since becoming a mom? Like how, I mean, obviously maybe you're working out earlier or whatnot. Like what have there been some things where you're like, okay, I used to be able to do my 2 hour long workouts and now I can only do this, or have you been able to just kind of stay on track with that?
Definitely the early morning workouts now happen compared to like the middle of the day. And then workouts get interrupted, and normally I would be so upset about that, but as just mom life, and I know that I can finish it later, do it during nap time. So just learning to pivot.
I love that. And how do you stay disciplined through the craziness of motherhood and sick days and kids needing this and husband's busy work schedule and training for a marathon and all the things? What advice would you give to someone who is sitting here, or maybe they're going to listen and they're like, I don't even know how to get started. Like I can't even imagine waking up early before the kids and working out. Like where does that discipline come from? What advice do you have for them?
Yeah, I think if you're disciplined, like you have goals. So the only way that you can reach those goals is by being disciplined. And when I first started, it was not 7 days a week. I'm going to wake up early to do this. I started just doing 2 to 3 days a week. So taking those small steps, and then you can gradually build on that.
I love that advice. Did you ever feel like there was a time where, I mean, maybe this was before 2017, but it felt like fitness or wellness was unattainable, or maybe it was like the postpartum seasons where you're just like, there's no way I can get back into that. And how did you get back on track?
Yeah, like I said before, my health was definitely put on the back burner when I first moved here and started nursing. And then I really struggled during first and third trimester. Um, I'm literally sick the entire time, like not HG sick, but nauseous and throwing up the entire time during pregnancy. But first trimester hits really bad. And then third trimester, you just feel large and uncomfortable. And so it's hard to find the motivation to do it. But I know that by moving my body, I'm going to have a easier birth and easier postpartum recovery.
That's the truth. That's what I always remind myself of. Like, even if you're not really getting that super intensive a workout in that third trimester, it's like your body's still getting a workout in. And so I just remind myself, like, I'm just stretching, I'm just getting ready so that I have an easier labor and delivery and postpartum. And it may not look like how my workouts looked before, like super intense and sweaty, but this is doing something and it's also helping my mental health as well. So I love that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about your training for a marathon. So I think you've said that you've done a marathon before. What made you want to train for this next one, this half marathon? And I gotta admit, I am not a marathon person. And so I'm like, I don't even know what goes into that. Like, what makes a person want to do that? And how are you like fitting that training in with mom life as well?
We'll clarify, it's a half marathon. Zach will never let me run a full marathon. I want to so bad, but he won't let me do it. So the first time I did it was, gosh, in 2019, I ran the half marathon, and really it was just a new goal, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And my goal was to run it and just to finish. I didn't have a big, lofty goal of getting a certain time. And now I'm doing it again. We're back in Memphis. I love St. Jude. It's a great organization. So it's a great way to support them. And I want to do it again before we try for baby number 3. So mama's got big goals this time to finish it.
Okay, I love that so much. I was writing in the chat box, Mama's got goals. I love it. I love it so
Yeah,
much.
we're going to cut down some minutes this time.
Yes, you can do it. Why doesn't your husband want you to do a full? You can't just randomly say that, not explain a little bit more.
Yeah, health reasons
Okay.
and the toll that it takes on your body.
I figured I'm like he's a doctor, going to be studying to be a doctor. I'm like I'm sure he probably
Yep.
knows the stats more than we do. And that I hear that as well. Like it is they're like there's some people they can handle it. Most people, like most of the population, they were not made to do that intensive training and the whole marathon thing. But
And let's be real, I really don't have the runner's body. I'm very short and muscular, so not the typical runner's body.
yes, the tall, lanky, what you typically
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Okay, how do you handle the days where you just feel unmotivated? Do you have any tips or tricks that you just kind of like that help you snap out of those days of feeling unmotivated and you don't want to train, you don't want to work out, everything stinks, those days. What are your tips? What are your tricks to get out of that funk?
Yeah, I just remind myself that I get to move my body. Like there's so many people that can't move their body, and because I can, and I get to move my body. And the kids just being able to see me taking care of myself. Like we're such role models to our kids, and them seeing mom taking care of herself, it is amazing. And now Eleanor does her exercises and her stretches.
Okay, I love that. I feel like that was a very like nurse response of like I get to work out, not everyone gets to, because I feel like people in the medical field they do see that like actually we shouldn't take our health for granted because there are a lot of people who just really they can't do that or they wish that they would have when they were able to. So that's such a good reminder. Um
Yeah, like I want to be that 7-year-old grandma that's pushing the kids stroller and being able to play with them at the park too. So taking care of myself now, I know will get me to that point.
I love that, Don. What is like a tool or a routine that has made the biggest difference for you in your consistency when it comes to working out?
Yeah, really just setting a non-negotiable time to get my workout in. So there's never going to be that perfect time to get it done. So you just kind of have to carve that time and make it happen for you, whether it's early in the morning or you have a pocket of time during a nap time. And it doesn't have to be a 30-minute workout. Like if you can just move your body for 10 minutes, that it seriously, it goes a long way. So just setting that non-negotiable for me.
That's such a good tip, Don. What would you say to a mom who's maybe feeling overwhelmed and struggling to take care of herself right now? What's something you would say to her?
I think just take a deep breath, mama. Like your health, your rest, like your peace, like all of those are not luxuries, like they're priorities. Like you need to take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Like you have to take care of yourself too. in order to take care of everyone else. And if no one's told you lately, like mamas, you are all doing an incredible job. Like this job of being a mom is not easy. It is by far way harder than being a nurse.
That's good to hear. Because sometimes it's like, man, maybe I just stink. But it's like, no, motherhood is just hard and it's a new kind of hard every day
Yeah.
and you're in a new season all the time. You know, like your kids get older and you're like, wow, I've never been a mom to this age and this age and this age, and now it's new again. And I'm just kind of you're figuring it out as you go. But there's new mercies every single day. And I've been reminding myself of that a lot of we have a fresh start every single day, and God forgives a lot, and we can forgive ourselves, and our kids will forgive us as well on those tough days. Dawn, what has been your favorite part about being a part of Beauty After Baby?
Think just having a group of moms. I love getting to know all the moms. I love the accountability and how we're just kind of all in this together and sharing tips and tricks with each other has been great.
I would agree. And I can't imagine Beauty After Baby without Dawn because you're just one of the OGs. You're there getting your workout in, and it's very inspiring for all of us. Okay, now this is rapid fire. What is your favorite workout? If you could choose one, what would it be?
Well, I am a cardio and leg day junkie. So hit me with all of those workouts. But I think there's the cardio core day and 80-day obsession. That's my jam.
Good to know. You know, I've never done an 80-day obsession workout, so maybe I gotta go do that. I don't know, maybe that's not the best one to do when you're pregnant, but I
Probably not. But it is all body weight.
Oh, okay. I'm into that. I'm like, I can always modify. That's fine. Okay, what's your favorite go-to healthy meal?
Um, oh gosh, there's a like a sweet potato ground turkey recipe that I love making. So that, or I'm really into just like celery and peanut butter or apples and almond butter, all those all those things. I'm a snack queen.
I like that. I like keep it simple. What's a song that just pumps you up?
I have really been loving Pink Pony Club lately.
Pink Pony Club. Okay, I love it. What's your
Has when I did my first half marathon, he geeked out. So he started as a music major in college, but he totally geeked out and he made a pace playlist for me, and so he matched my run cadence to the song cadence. And so while I'm training for this one, I was like, I know this does not match my cadence, but I need Pink Pony Club on my list.
Okay, that is hilarious. I love it. What a shift. Music major to then going in to become
Yeah, so he was a music major and he was actually a dietitian for 10 years and then med school.
Wow. Well, you know what? I relate to the switch up. My husband was a
Yeah.
financial advisor and now a pastor. I'm like, you know what? Life just has a funny way of changing on you. Okay, Don, what is your guilty pleasure snack?
Well, before I became dairy free, ice cream was always my go-to. I love ice cream. But now there's this like chocolate with molten chocolate pie, little pie that Zach gets. It's frozen. You pop it in the microwave. Mm. Hit me with that after a run
No,
day.
that sounds delicious. I love it. And I know dairy free just kind of ruins things. I'm not 100% dairy free, but I definitely have some sensitivities to it. So I have to, I can't really indulge on the ice cream like I once did. Okay. So
Yeah,
I relate to
like
that.
I'm like 96 to 98% dairy free, and like I'll have a couple bites of regular ice cream here and there, but it doesn't hit the same anymore.
Yep. I know, especially when you know what it does to your stomach.
Yep.
At least for me, I'm like, oh, it's hitting me. Okay, if you could give one piece of advice to other moms who are chasing their goals, maybe it's for fitness, what advice would you give to them?
Just start. It it doesn't have to be perfect. Um, no one is perfect, but if you just start, everyone starts somewhere. Everyone's a beginner at something.
I love it, Dawn. Thank you so much. We have some bonus questions, but that won't be a part of what I will put on YouTube. But I just wanted to say thank you for sharing all of this with us. You are an inspiration to me and so many in Bab. And for those who are watching who are not a part of Beauty After Baby, what are you doing? Come join us. You get to be surrounded by a ton of cool moms who are inspiring each other, and they maybe are a nurse or a teacher or they're a stay-at-home mom or wherever they're at in life, and they're making it a priority to work out, to take care of themselves through the messiness of motherhood. And it's just really inspiring and encouraging to be surrounded by women like that. So come join us. We want to have you in here. But with that, thank you so much. And now we'll get to the bonus questions. Yay, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Dawn. I know that I did. She is just an inspiration, and anyone who is in Beauty After Baby, you just know Dawn because she is someone who shows up. She's there every day. She's encouraging you. So if you are wanting to get to know other moms who inspire you, who encourage you, who are just regular moms, along with being in a group with me, I'd love to have you join our Beauty After Baby community. Every single month, I run some sort of special, or we have a theme. This month, it's Back to You, and we're doing a 14-day calendar with 20-minute workouts just to kind of get into the rhythm of how can I fit in a workout when school starts, whether you're homeschooling or you're sending your kids to school, or you're just kind of getting back into the rhythm after kind of more of a lax summer schedule. This is the group for you. I will also be doing a journaling prompt challenge for this for the full month of August, where every single day you can go and just kind of journal how you're feeling, how you want the summer to end, how you want the school year to start, and just kind of a way to get back and centered to you and how you want to live your life. The workouts, I just curated a calendar for us to follow together. So I think you're really going to enjoy it. I hope that you join Beauty After Baby. It's just a great community. You can always join for a month, and if you don't like it, you can cancel. I hope that you do like it, but you get to have firsthand interviews with women like Dawn and with the other interviews that I've had for Beauty After Baby. You also get exclusive questions. So at the end of all these interviews, I always ask questions that I wouldn't feel comfortable putting on YouTube, but for our Beauty After Baby community, we like to talk the nitty gritty. So if you want to get first dibs on the interviews and see the special questions that we ask at the end, please join Beauty After Baby. You can find the link in the description below, or feel free to message me on Instagram. I'm there, or email me. Would love to chat. Always here. Comment below what you thought of this interview, if anything was inspiring, if you're going to try to fit in something into your routine and start working out, or maybe start training for a marathon. I know that's not my path in life to train for a marathon, but so many moms are inspired by that and want to do that. And I know Dawn is someone who is just such an inspiration. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll stop talking, and I hope to see you in Bab this month. Bye.